Hello. So this is a brief presentation of what's the Millionaire game, and this is the first version of it. So how does it work? You can see the background, you can hear the main music. So the CSS animation applied to the logo should make it spin and not just static. So to begin the game, just press the right arrow key. So once you do that, you can see the animation, the timer, and you can see the questions loading. So to pick an option, maybe the option B was selected. All you just have to do is to press B on the computer and it will highlight it. This highlighting means, so this is the final answer of the particular person answering the question. And to show the right answer, you press the enter key. So press the enter key, it will highlight it with green. If this was the wrong answer, it will have highlighted it with red instead, then highlighted the right answer with green. Immediately, the questions are rightly answered, it goes back to the main theme and the main audio, just like the phrase. Then to put the next question, just press the arrow right key, then lose the next question, the same sequence of animation and all. Each of this is the correct, the joy of salvation, the joy of redemption. So if I pick C, for example, by pressing the key C, it will highlight it. By pressing the enter key, it will show me which one is correct or wrong. You can see. Alright, so what's the code base that runs behind the scene? Quickly, let me show you that. This is the code that is responsible for showing the HTML main index page. That's where you have now, where we are presently. And as you can see from here, there are HTML files for each question 1. So what we did was, of course, you can see different sections. The section for the audio, the logo, the countdown timer. This part was added to specifically identify each question. This one that carried the page number. So this is question number 1. It's needed in a JavaScript, which I'm going to show you. Then you go to the section that actually carries the question. So you can see the questions were hard-coded into the code. So you can see the question 1, who was the guest master at Fitness Conference, then the options. So if you look at the here, you see the options wrong, then hidden. At first, when you load this, just like you see in the animation, it will not show the options immediately. So in the script, there's a way we use timeout to show when the option should actually pop out. Alright, so and the right option has right as part of its class name. Alright, that's how we're able to differentiate the right answer from the wrong answer. And then after the question session, you have this another audio. So this audio is one that sounds maybe that plays whether you got the right answer or you got the wrong answer. And you can see we just added an ID. We didn't add the source. So the source is going to be added dynamically in JavaScript. And also the timestamp, we also didn't add the source. This thing is repeated for all questions. All we just had to do was to change the questions and then change the ID number. And finally, you can see in the last question, number 15, yes, at the last question on the page number section, we added end. Alright, let's go there. Before we continue to the scripts, my audios are here. These are the audios: correct, fast tick, let's play, main theme, slow tick, time up, long. And these are the images, background, and the icon. And the fonts that we used, they also saved there. Now we only have 2 script files, which I believe was a breakthrough for me at that point of developing this software. So the index, which is currently showing now, you can see this is where we listen to the keyboard press. When we press the arrow right key, because it is the first page, once you press the arrow right key, it will do windows.open q1.html. That means it will open this particular file. But if you press enter key instead, it is going to start playing the audio. Do you see that? Now, this is because in HTML5, it doesn't allow you to automatically play audio without user interaction. So we have to add that way so that the music can start playing before the game actually starts. So this is the index page. Then the questions.js. This is where most of the work was done. And let me just take time to just explain a little bit. First, we create our variables and tag it alongside to the IDs. Remember options, get class name option, get ID, page number, and all of that. Then this variable to hold the countdown elements, my audio time set and all. Then this session, this is where we decided what music should be played between different page numbers. Then set timeout, what time should the audio start playing. Then set timeout for the time that the questions should come out. You can see set timeout. This is the code session that does the countdown, all of this to there, and set timeout that determines which options, how the options are loaded: 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds, 6 seconds. And yes, and here this is a function that gets to highlight the options that is being taken. So you can see here where you place the key like key A, key B, key C, or key D, it chooses the option. And then this is where, here I forgot to mention that there's 50-50 here too. You can take out one right answer, can leave the right answer and take out 2 wrong answers. And you can see what we did here. Then finally, to highlight the right answer after all that, then this session takes out all the options and questions, then plays the main theme audio. The part I want to show you finally, which was a genius for me then, was how we load the next question. Don't forget the page ID that I mentioned earlier here, the page number ID, which is 1. So the JavaScript goes ahead to read the page ID. We've assigned that ID to this number. So if that ID, if we click arrow right key, he also checks if the ID is not end. So he creates a variable next page, then he calls that page number and adds 1 to it. Then it turns it to a kind of string Q, the name of the next page, which is 2, maybe 2 for example, then he converts it to this. Then we do Windows.open next page and all. So if it's the end final page, it goes back to index.html. So that was what we did there in the code. Wasn't simple then, but of course now it's very simple. And we're going to be doing more versions of this work. I would like to know if your thoughts about it. What do you think about this project? What do you think about this work? I'm going to share the link to the GitHub so that you can also raise your issues, make recommendations. Let's demonstrate the 50-50 parts.